Well, hello everyone. It's been a while since we've been here. Was the Christmas party good?
Progress.
All right.
All right. Dustin.
Howdy.
Oh, there's the man.
Oh, there's a man.
We can start now.
We can...
Buenos noches.
Buenas noches.
Bueno, nachos.
Well,
Did
so
you
who's been
get back from Costa Rica? Okay.
Okay, I'm in. So, okay, hang on. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Okay. The
All you
meeting
people
ID.
online. All right, mute yourself unless you got something
Yeah.
to say.
Shut your yap, PJ.
Yes,
Please.
sir.
Please.
I'm trying to help Javon.
She's gone.
Okay.
That was good.
Who's been diving? Anybody?
You too.
We did. Yeah. You want
I'm diving in El Salvador.
Right now?
Right now?
Yeah, right now. Yeah. Yeah, I'm here right now. Yeah. So I dove Los Cobanos 2 days ago, and then I'm diving Lake Ilapango tomorrow, which is active crater lake. So another geothermal vent, pretty much.
So you're chasing bubbles, huh?
I'm chasing volcanoes, both above and below. So I'm gonna hike an active volcano Thursday.
What is
Cool.
Los place? What is that? Reef diving or is that?
Yeah, Los Cobanos is the Pacific side. So so it's a good time to be here. So we did whale watching yesterday. So humpbacks with their calves yesterday, and then there was a wreck, super healthy, like massive schools of fish. I can't even describe it. I felt like I was in a tornado because not many people dive here. It's a bit remote, so no, it's good. I wouldn't say it's in my top 10, but I'll do it again.
Cool. Never heard about that.
There you go.
We went to Raja Ampat. The trip itself was about a month long with the travel on either end. But the first week we spent at Cerrito Bay Resort, which is right next to Cree. It's on Cree Island near Cape Cree, if you've ever dived Raja Ampat. And the resort itself, topside, was really, really nice. Really nice bungalows and nice food and everything. Extremely expensive, but I would not go there again because they shorted us on the air in our tanks. They shorted us on the oxygen in our nitrox, and we would complain about it and they wouldn't do anything about it. They just kept, I kept getting these tanks that were like 2,700, PSI, and well, but
Okay, let's don't get into that. Yeah.
so that's okay with you?
Oh, no, it is.
Okay, all right. All right, so
Yeah, but it's a weight issue for her.
it's a weight issue for me.
Yeah.
If my tank gets light, I start to float up at the end of the dive. So I have to have 3,000 PSI.
Let's just say they had an unprofessional dive operation, in
Yes,
my
they
opinion.
did.
Every time we tried to talk to them about something. Well, here's a good example. We went out for a morning dive, 2-tank boat dive. We went in to a pinnacle, didn't hit it quite right, had to swim pretty hard to get over to the pinnacle, hanging out on reef hooks at about, I don't know, 70 feet or something like that for a long time, seeing absolutely nothing, just hanging out there, in the current. And then we finally finished and we went over and took a little, surface interval for an hour or so. And then the next dive, they went and dropped us off again, whopping current at about 90 feet this time for the second dive, and, so I got back, a lot of current. One guy burned half his tank just getting over to, we hung out at 90 feet and saw nothing but barracuda. And then we went up to shallower 60 and there was all kinds of stuff there. So like, what the hell are you doing, and so I told the guy, hey, this is not really very good dive planning because, you know, you don't do your second dive down to 90 feet, you know, when you've just done the first one and at a very deep depth. And he told me I just needed to get a bigger tank.
What a guy. What a
Okay.
guy. Sorry, I
Yeah.
mean, I thought I was on YouTube.
Anyway, it's
I'm gonna
like,
go
okay, this is not even worth arguing or discussing. He doesn't even understand the problem. You know, it's called indie time, you know. So anyway.
NDL. NDL.
Okay, they also sent us on the most horrendous boat trip to get to a dive site that I have ever experienced in my life. It was supposed to be from Cree Island over to
Melissa's Garden.
Melissa's Garden, which if you've been to Raja Ampat, you've done Melissa's Garden. It's a favorite for everybody. But anyway, it was supposed to be an hour to an hour and a half boat ride. It was 2 hours and it was the roughest seas and we were beaten to pieces by the time we got there. We were sore for the next 2 days after that.
Well, you left out the best part. Didn't they get there after a 2-hour boat ride? This is in the morning. So we get there. It's like, okay, let's get in the water. It's like, 2 hours pounding my kidneys and, you know.
Everybody was like, but we need to go to the bathroom, you know, like, anyway.
They didn't impress us too much.
So then we got, okay, after we left there, we got on the Pendito for an 11-night cruise on the Pendito around Raja Ampat, and that boat was really nice. It's you know, the first boat in Raja Ampat from back in 1993.
Yeah, 92, 93.
Anyway, that was a really well run operation.
Good people. Yeah.
It was really good.
You were there with Dustin as well, right?
Yeah.
Right. No.
Was, what's his wife's name?
Tyra.
Yeah, Kyra. Was she there?
Tyra was there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was there. Mhm.
Kind of a disastrous trip though. I mean,
For Dustin.
man, it's so much stuff went bad. I mean, he brought a friend along, Corby, and Corby, God, what all happened to him and his equipment? His lights went out, and he couldn't shoot video, and I don't remember everything.
Cover up his hands.
Yeah, the best part was they were going to take us on this nice little tropical island for a, you know, sunset drink and all that. So they took us all over there. He took his drone to, you know, like get pictures from above, and I look over there and he's holding the drone from the top like this, and with a remote control in the other hand, and the drone is running, you know, and he's like, and I'm going, what could possibly be good coming out of this? And so then one of the boat guys comes over and tries to get the thing from the bottom, and the next thing I know, he's going, you know, so and there's blood in the sand, and you know, all this stuff going on, and it was like, holy mackerel. Yeah, her monitor died. I mean, it's just like it was death on equipment and people. So we're just happy to be back safe and
Do you have
sound.
an Autocam monitor?
No,
No.
Okay.
no. Anyway, loads of fun. Yeah.
So has anybody had a good dive besides, I guess, Justin, right?
He's having fun. Okay, well, let's
Yeah, I've had, my diving has been no drama.
so what business do we have? We don't have any officers to report. Trips. Russell's not here so to talk about the BVI. Dennis, you want to talk about your trip?
Yeah, I don't know if we want to, we haven't actually officially done this or not, but we have a trip on the KLM Mari that's going to the Forgotten Islands. It's from Ambon down to Flores. Huh? Oh, you're right. You're right. I'm sorry. It's Raja Ampat. I have two trips to the, okay. This is on the KLM Mari, and it's a standard Raja Ampat trip, starting in Sarong and ending in Sarong. Be the north, central. I don't think it gets in too far into the south, but it'll be good. It's a smaller boat, takes 14 people, and we have 7 people already on it. And I'm suggesting that maybe that we might run it as a HUPS trip. And it's all being done through Dive the World, and we know that that's a good operation. And they continue to give the same type of service that we had on our Cuba trip, as far as I'm concerned. We had some questions about the safety and the seaworthiness of the boat, because there was one guy that ragged on it. And so I sent a note to them through their online chat function. And within about 3 days, I got about a 1-page response back from the KLM Mari addressing everything that we had on the list. I know they may be lying to us, but it seemed like that they had answered the questions. I know that Jesse was very concerned about it as well. But if we can get the board to agree to do it, we can get maybe one comp out of this. Anybody that's already on it, the 7 people on it right now, no, but not. I don't think that's going to probably work out to be a comp, but they still had like 6 openings when I checked last. We need to get that decided on with the board before we add it. So that's about it. The dates?
Yeah.
June the 10th to the 10th to the 21st. Yeah. June 10th through the 21st. The price of the trip for that area is actually fairly reasonable. It's a lot less than I think the Pendito and the Kararu. But it's a smaller boat. They do have nitrox. And
Is there
anyway,
a plan for either before or after to be land-based before you go to Sarong?
there are already people that are going to be staying one more day in Jakarta and one day in Sarong. So we haven't really explored any type of Viator tours, but I know that in Jakarta, there's plenty of things you can do there. I spent 3 days there back in 2012, and it was okay. But my roommate had married a woman over there whose family was rich, so we had a chauffeur to take us where we wanted to go. So we could. You interested?
I'm curious, that's for sure.
Okay. Well, that's where we are. That's all mine.
Yeah, I'm just waiting on a write-up on what you propose, how you're going to do this to give it to the board, because
Okay.
he's proposing to do things a little bit differently from the way we normally do a HUPS trip. And I'm not sure, I haven't been involved in it in any great detail, so.
Well, like what we did with the Philippines trip, you especially had to deal a lot with the financial end. And this one would all go through Dive the World.
Yeah, so that'll be the interesting part. I don't know how you're going to get your discount if you don't have a one deposit that goes in. Yeah.
Right now, the 7 people that are already on it wouldn't count for it. We would have to get another 6-pack. And
Oh,
I don't think that we're
okay.
going to likely to do that.
Oh, okay.
They would get a 10% discount. I did get the response back on that.
So,
We'd almost have to have a little boat.
yeah, I don't want to belabor for the group here. I'm just not clear what's different about this one, other than that you're doing the finances yourself. I don't know what the board would say about that.
I don't know what the benefit of it is, other than it gets us on the book as of having another trip. It helps us to advertise HUPS a little bit
Sure,
more.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's just, I don't feel like I have the power to just say what a new trip is. It's in the bylaws and stuff like that.
Well,
So,
I've kept our dive coordinator in the loop.
yeah. So you guys send it to, I don't have any big problem. I
all.
don't think anybody does, but we just need to have it go by the board. So if you want to do that, go ahead and send it.
I
Sounds
will.
like a neat trip.
I will.
All right. Yes, sir.
Oh, how's good evening? ECCC Council Banquet.
Is going to be this year not on the last Saturday, because this place is having elections. So it'll be the following Saturday, which is February 7th. So there'll be one more HUPS meeting before then. So I want to give you all a heads up.
The amount?
Huh?
What's the amount?
$30 is barbecue.
You can-
So, I mean, I can take I can sell tickets tonight, but we'll have another shot at this in first
February.
HUPS meeting in February.
Okay. Very good. I think it's gadget time, probably. Oh, no, wait, we got 2 gadgets for this, so let's.
You do yours and I'll do mine another month.
No, go ahead. We got plenty of time. Yeah, you brought it and everything. Why don't you do yours first? He's got the big fancy.
We booted you out last time.
After last time you didn't get to do it, I looked it up and I'm like, oh, that's right.
Yeah, I'm gonna mic you up there.
Okay.
All right. Henry,
Yeah.
face the camera here.
Well, this is the Nauticam MFO, which stands for Mid-Range Focus Optimizer range. And it's, yeah.
It's the MFO3
MFO3.
specifically.
MFO3.
Also known as the MoFo.
Yeah. Well, it's what it's designed to do. It was our market they were aiming at was for Sigma and for Canon cameras that don't have a 50 or 60 millimeter on full frame. Because when you put this on, this will take your 100 and will make it into a 50. So it's like if you're out there and you run into the giant frogfish and you've got 100 and that's your only option, it's like, okay, do I take a picture of its mouth, its eyeball, or what? But you're not going to get much more than maybe the face. Well, with this thing, you bring it around, you back up a little bit, it gives you a greater focus range, you get the whole frogfish. So,
That's a wet lens.
yes, it's a wet lens.
So you can shoot basically a 50 or 60 and a 100 or 105 on the
Yeah.
same eye.
And if you use the Olympus 60, which it has a 2-to-1 range, you're equivalently shooting 120 millimeter macro. So this gets you back to the 60. Okay. And that's been one of my frustrating things. If you run into a bigger subject, all I can do is get maybe a piece of the face. And as you get back further, then your strobes aren't lighting it as much. So it's harder to get it to come out properly. So
how is this?
I haven't tried it yet.
What is because they make another one they've had for a long time, the wide angle converter. It's a big old thing.
WACP.
Oh yeah.
I have the Kraken version.
Yeah, I have one of those, but this thing's a lot cheaper than that thing.
Is it,
those things you start talking about $3,000, $4,000.
Depending on which ones.
It depends on which one you're trying to match it up to.
I got the Kraken one and I think I spent about $800 for it.
Well, I have the original WL1 and it was, when I bought it, it was like $1,000.
yeah.
And now that one's gone up, but the ones, a lot of these others, they come out, they're aimed at certain cameras with certain lenses, and they really get expensive because they're not going to sell that many of them.
All right.
Yeah.
These things, they sell them faster than they can get them in.
But in terms of image, what do you use the WL1 for then? You wouldn't put that on the 60 millimeter.
I have the WL1 is so big and so heavy that it creates all kinds of havoc with your weight limitations when you're traveling. You get underwater, and when I used mine, I kept getting that circular porthole effect.
Mm-hmm.
There's a term for it. I don't know what the term is.
Did you have a zoom lens?
Vignetting,
Were you using a zoom lens or a fixed focus?
I was using my 12 to 50 zoom
Be
lens.
able to zoom in and get
Yeah.
rid of the
You could get rid of some of it, but it seemed to be all of a sudden you start taking a picture or two, and about the third one, it's creeping back in. And the focus kept moving around.
The original one was made for 28 millimeter, and if your camera goes to 24 millimeter, then you're going to get the black edges.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have to keep a zoomed in look. But now they have a newer one that's made to go to 24 millimeter.
Yeah.
So you don't have that issue.
Yeah.
I've done
Okay.
research.
Okay.
They,
I don't know.
they have a whole, and
Dustin had something that was about this big around. Is the
this whole
wide angle
project
close-up.
started out with the MF-01 was designed to get rid of distortion that you get with wet lenses on macro. And it's also, it extends your focus range when you get down there. So instead of just having a real thin one that your focus pops in and out, it's now expands that, so it makes it easier to focus. And it gives you a clearer picture because it gets rid of most of that distortion.
Okay.
Like Alex.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, your turn, Betsy. Face the camera.
Yes, sir. Okay, this is the FogX film for the inside of your mask. I used this on this trip that we just went on, and it was fantastic. It's a hydrophilic film that you put on the inside of your mask, and after you put it on, you never have to put any kind of cleaner or drops or anything in it. You get absolutely no fogging, and you just go, you know. So, and it's supposed to last forever. We will see. It lasted me 3 weeks of diving.
I think they say about a year, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You cut it? It's
Yeah.
a mask?
Yeah.
They have templates for the most popular masks that you can just order that already pre-cut. Or if they don't have one for your mask, then you can just, lay it down on your mask and cut around and put it in.
It's not real critical either because the edges don't matter. So, yeah.
Anyway, it was just great because it's just one less thing to have to do. So I recommend it.
Does it glue to the mask?
It sucks onto it and it does not come off.
It has two. It looks blue here, but actually one side on there is blue and the other side has a clear covering. So you actually have to peel both of them off. And the one way you can screw this up is to get it turned around because the two sides of the film are not the same. So you have to get the correctness. It's marked in there, but you will note that once you cut it out, it's no longer got the little markings on it. So
Or what about us
real easy to.
sight challenged ones with bifocals?
It's not blue. Well, don't hold me to this. I don't remember which side you put up next to the glass, but it tells you exactly which one to put on the glass and which one goes to your face. So you got to be really careful when you do the template. It's like, okay, I'm drawing the template here and
I'll look. I'll check. Sounds interesting.
Clear. Yeah, and we had like we should have taken a picture. She could have been an advertisement for it because she did exactly what I said don't do on one of them. She got the wrong side up against the mask, so she'd come up from her dive, and one side's totally clear, and the other side's totally fogged. Fortunately, we had another sheet of this stuff.
So anyway, I would recommend though that every couple of days you put a little soap in there and rinse it out because water is dirty.
Yeah, nasty stuff goes on in the mask. We don't want to talk about that.
So other than that,
FogX.
Fog.
Can order it. Yeah. Yeah.
It's in the newsletter, right?
Yeah. If you search on FogX, you'll find it. I'm checking though. I ordered some stuff from China that I think is the same stuff. It's about a third the price of what they want for it. So maybe we'll get a bulk order, for HUPS. Okay. That's it. I think we got a program though that Dennis is going to talk about. Okay.
Justin is going to be our master of ceremonies. Turn it over to you, Justin.
Yeah, as I said, buenas noches, bienvenido. All right, guys. Well, first I want to actually, just you saw it in newsletter that I'm your new vice president. So yeah, Dennis, thanks for always being a mentor to me and getting me to a point in the club and also in my videography and underwater photography life where I feel confident to do this, so I appreciate that. And, more important for me, I feel definitely part of a family in terms of the HUPS organization. And I feel like I now have a new role in the family, right? And as we all know, as family members, we don't always have the answers. And I am one of those people that feedback is a gift. So what am I saying? Saying if there's something that I can do better, or I am doing well, feedback is a gift, whichever way you take it. You can't hurt my feelings. I'm too Caribbean for that. Right. Okay, so anything goes video night. I think this is one of the programs where, truly talking about family, the HUPS family comes together and makes, it's almost like a family cookout, right? Everybody turns up with like a dish. And what we decided to do was kind of contour the menu for anything goes video night. So what we have is anything. Uh, you'll see what that means. Goes, which will give you some visual action shots, and then night, pretty self-explanatory, right? Noche, night diving, right? So I think it's a bit of a masterpiece. I'm not gonna lie, Dennis and I think we're more excited about putting it together, and I hope that that energy that we put into it, that you guys give us that round of applause or thumbs up, because it's really a bit of a masterpiece. I'm not gonna lie. I want to share what we've put together tonight. Not saying that we haven't had great ones before, but this one's pretty special, pretty special. Um, to kick it off, the video, we have two short films, one by David, who I see in the
Don't tell
audience
who it
tonight.
is. Don't tell who they are.
No.
Don't tell
Well,
who they
you're
are.
gonna see him. You're gonna see him. Um, you know, and then the other one, you'll know who it is too. But most important, thanks to all the contributors. We have the Beasleys as contributors, Dennis, the Crumleys, myself, obviously, called David, Joe. I think there's one other person that I might have forgotten. But anyway, thanks
Scott
to
and
all the contributors.
Scott and
Scott,
Eileen,
correct.
and
Scott
also
and
Sue
Eileen.
and David.
Sue and David, yep, yep. So yeah, I think it's a masterpiece, guys. If for those of you who haven't had the time over the holidays to contribute to Anything Goes Video Night, um, as you shoot in 2026, kind of put a little favorites on those videos that that you can send to us, November, December, God's willing, in 2026, to say, yeah, this is gonna be great for 27, right? Cool. So I hope you guys got your popcorn orders ready and in. You got your drinks ready to go. We're gonna dim the lights and on with the show.
Have something. I have just a quick. I'm going to say something in addition as soon as I get me online here. Yeah. Justin and I divided up things, and I took a couple of them and he took the rest. And he came over to the show after we had received all of the assets that we were going to need for it. And they'd been edited up and were ready to go. So he showed up and we divided up the bounty and sat there and talked about a lot of things and put it together as much as we could. And then he took off and he took all of the stuff that he needed for Noche, the night, and all the music for it. And I sat back and I've worked on the other stuff. And then I'm finishing up on the anything portion of it. And I said, well, let me go check and see what Justin has put together. And I start playing it and I say, well, that sounds like very familiar music. Turns out we're using one of the same pieces of music in it. And I thought about it, well, am I going to change it? And I says, no, I'm not going to change it. It's too perfect. And so anyway, that's my story and I'm not going to change it. Bye. Okay.
have I heard the angels sing to me these words? And sometimes in your eyes I see the beauty in the world. Oh, now I'm floating so high, I blossom and die, sends your storm and your lightning to strike me between the eyes. Sometimes the stars decide to reflect in puddles in the dirt. When I look in your eyes, I forget all about what hurts. Oh, now I'm floating so high, I blossom and die, sends your storm and your lightning to
good.
To make some comments about just the quality of the work that you're seeing there. We had 9 people. I didn't see anything really bad in there. So either the cameras are getting a lot better or the people that are using them are getting better, or both. I think it's a little bit of both. But I enjoyed putting this together. I know Justin did as well. Where are you, Justin? Are you there?
Wonderful work.
Very good.
Hope you enjoyed it.
I'm here. Yeah, it was awesome, guys. Like, yeah, I had the best part. I didn't have to color correct at night.
It's early in the year.
Very. I think the math was wrong on the advance. Yeah.
Check
You
that
know,
out.
you had 64 points and Barry had like 53 points, but he was really. So you're in third place. So that's why third place.
Okay. Get us everybody back online there. Somewhere. There we go.
We have buttons to push. I'm glad Martin's in charge of that.
Well, we had a pretty good turnout for the January meeting. I think I'm happy with that. Thank you very much,
Better than
everybody.
that
for
last one when
contributing.
you and me and Russell were.
Yeah, well,
Had 5 people here or something. Was it, no, it's earlier in the year. Was it October or?
yeah, we didn't have too many that one night.
Yeah.
For that. I think everybody was out, but if you have everybody on screen, they show up, right? They're here. But thank you very much. I think,
Well, so a big round of applause for Dennis and Justin. That was it's a lot of work that went into that, I can tell. And
well, you've been there before.
yeah, but it's like, you know, well, I'm gonna go say that. It's,
Okay, we're
I
going
get in
to-
big trouble.
La Tapatia?
Yes, La Tapatia.
I'm ready.
Hungry.
Russell usually takes a head count, but who's going to La Tapatia? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You
2.
two going?
Yeah, we're going.
About 9 or 10, something like that.
2, 6 or 8.